have any information because the United States don't gonna tell them what they're gonna do. Netherlands gonna tell what will happen, and Venezuela either. So what we are doing, I did just a course of 9 days about search and rescue from instructor from Venezuela, but they work for United Nations. I was very busy, so can't follow really the things that you are sending.
Okay, I see. I see brother Amanati is here. He's in Igbo land. Brother Emma, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Good evening from here. I don't know your time zone, but from here, you're saying good evening.
It's
Good evening,
afternoon.
Chief Malone. Good evening, my brother, Confident.
Good evening. You know, Chief.
Yeah.
You know, Chief Marlin was crowned in Ghana by the Eze there.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you, sir.
Me too. You
Yeah.
too.
So he.
My name is Emmanuel Nafi. I'm from Igbo land. I am a member of BMASO.
Okay.
That's he's a member of the Biafra independence movement, the movement for
Yes.
actualization of a sovereign state of Biafra. So it's like the UNIA, but it's for Biafra. They do development. They have their own government structure in Central Africa, Igbo land. So looking at being the African Command Center, we have a lot of those groups like Marcus Garvey, but we have the same flag. But it's good to connect because brother Emma, he's in Curacao, which is a Caribbean island, from slavery. He was crowned the representative, and a lot of those islands they're still controlled by white European royal families. So for us in Africa, we're trying to give them crowns and give them the culture to restructure them into Africa, have a shared military and things like that. A lot of them are still under, even Jamaica is still under King Charles, UK, and crazy stuff like that. So that's why we're trying to connect and see what we could do. But especially with the culture things, they need to. I know it takes finance, but they need to be connected at home. And right now, because we're not connected, the U.S. government is. I think they're sending warships. As Africa is waking up, as the Sahel is waking up, they're starting to send warships to the Caribbean and make sure we're not working together. So I don't know. I think he dropped, but this was a call to see who can work with the USA going forward. So we've been having these calls a lot of times. We've been talking about stock market. So this was just a call to see who's going to check in and work with the new USA team. So after this, I'm going to talk to the USA team, and we're going to start to merge calls going forward. That was just a call, but
Uh, uh,
yeah.
all right, my brother. For some time now, we have not worked together because of I don't know time schedule and rest of
Time and
things.
finance too,
Yes,
and
finance too, majorly finance too, because here in Nigeria, you have a lot of problem coupled with exchange rate, high rate of exchange rate, unemployment, destabilization of our markets, systematic government-sponsored killings and destabilization of the Igbo people and the rest of them. So it affects us here very, very well. It affects us here.
yeah.
The government of the day is not supportive. The Nigerian government have never supported the Igbo man. So we have been surviving by the grace of God, and restriction and all the other things. These things have been affecting us heavily here.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes. That's another thing I was researching because you've been following the Sahel Alliance, right? Have you been
yes.
Ibrahim Traore, and that's they copied that. We know what happened when they had Amotekun and Ebuweagu and Eastern Security Network and all that.
Yeah,
They created their
the
own
case of
security.
the case of Moteco and Eastern Security Network did not work because it lacked government structure and the government backing. And along the line, people started using it to engage into criminality and sorts of things. You know, and the
Exactly.
embargo did not work because all the government did not give it backing. It was only and the Ebonyi state governor that pushed it and established it then. But now the security network is now a defunct because it's not working any longer. So in Southeast, you are porous. You are the big masses are doing what you can do to protect the territory, even without making the noise, because you are doing what you are doing secretly. Because if you make noise, the government will come after you. The government of the day will come after you. Most of all these people, perpetrating these criminalities and killings in Southeast and South, they are government-sponsored people. They are people are in government. They are Fulani people. So when you make noise about your defense, they will come after you. They will declare Operation Python dance, Operation Python dance too, and the rest of them. So that is the one we're facing here in Igbo land. So what you are doing it secretly without talking about it. I can confirm to you that you are doing something, but we don't talk about it because of, if you talk about it, government will come after you.
What's going on with what's going on with the USA and talking about Christian genocide?
It's politically motivated.
The issue.
Politically motivated.
This
is politically motivated.
Yeah, the thing that the politics of the thing, the Sahel and the security, it's
that's why I said it's politically motivated because the present day government of Nigeria and the present day government of US are not in tandem. They are not in good terms. So it's a kind of
no. It's the thing with the Sahel terrorism, right?
Yes.
The Sahel terrorism, the Sahel terrorism mostly is based in Sudan. You know what's going on in Sudan? You know what's going on in Sudan,
not
right?
Only Sudan. Not only Sudan. The Mali today, is almost being taken over by Al Qaeda affiliated terrorists.
Yeah, it's there's mixed report. They're saying some people are saying Mali is strong, but a lot of it is basically Sahel.
No, Mali is not strong. Mali is falling off. Mali, there are a lot of foreign actors in Mali playing, destabilizing that country. That is what is happening in Africa, in Sahel. A lot of foreign actors destabilizing.
Multinational troops, multinational terrorists.
They are all flashing in the Sahel. That is what we are seeing here. That is the problem.
Yeah. They call now. I read an article calling about the Sahel. They called it the Sahel Arabs. That's who's active in Sudan. The Sahel Arab, and a lot of them they look lighter skinned or like they have white. They're basically from Arab blood or Arab heritage, and they're fighting based on race. So now they've stayed out. They're coming into Nigeria more and more. So the Sahel Alliance, they're trying to stop it.
We are doing a lot of things. We are doing a lot of things to safeguard our territory. If we go to Nsukka, where we have the boundary between the Igbos and the northern Nigeria, Nsukka and some part of Ebonyi, we are doing a lot of things secretly to safeguard and scare those criminal. That is why you don't used to hear more of killings any longer in those areas, those boundary communities. That's where I come from.
Nsukka Kingdom.
Yes, that's where I come from. So we are doing a lot of things to, keep them at bay. So that's why you are not seeing them. You are not seeing the news that they are crossing border to attack most villages in Nsukka. Nsukka is the boundary between the Igbo land and the Benue people. They were attacking Benue, but they don't attack in Nsukka because we are doing a lot of things there, focusing more there. But we don't talk about it because of the state government.
Just for the record, you're familiar with Chad, right? Chad and Chad is the only country between Nigeria and Sudan, right?
Yes.
So and Chad is basically mostly desert, undeveloped. Chad is mostly undeveloped, mostly desert. It's like an airstrip. So from Chad, the Sudanese terrorists could get into Nigeria, and you see they're killing 2,000 a day, 200 a day.
Nigeria,
yeah. So Chad and Sudan, Nigeria are one country, basically one territory.
It's very terrible. It's very terrible.
Yeah. So people are saying it's Christian genocide. The real genocide is the Arab versus black genocide, and it's starting to cross over into Nigeria.
Nobody is safe in Nigeria. No ethnic groups in Nigeria are safe. forget this thing that people are saying that sometimes they will blame, say they will blame that it is the outside people or Fulani. No, these people that are doing killings in Nigeria are not from Nigeria. I can categorically tell you this, that people that are killing in Nigeria
Multinational
are not
terrorists.
from Nigeria. Most of these people are politically imported people from another places. No
Yeah.
Nigerian ethnic group that can kill in Nigeria. I can tell you, no tribe in Nigeria that are safe today as of today. The Fulanis, the Hausas in Nigeria, all the tribes in Nigeria, none of them are safe. They are killing everybody. These people that are killing are not from Nigeria. They are imported people. And our political actors know all these people. That is why it's very hard to chase them away. Because most of all these, they will import them during the election for them to, they will use them to, ring election, fight their opponents, and do all sorts of things. And after election, they cannot pursue them. It's not to give babu water is the problem, but how to collect the corpse is the problem. So after giving them all these weapons to ring election, to do some certain job for them to win election, at the end they will use those weapons to perpetrate their evil acts. That is the problem we are having in Nigeria.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very terrible.
the whole Sahel, Chad, Nigeria, Sudan. But we're gonna the good thing about Nigeria is that it's connected to Chad, Sudan, Burkina Faso, Mali. We're all connected. So I see Prince Yakubu is here. Greetings, brother.
Greetings, brother. Thank you
Greetings,
for
brother.
having me here.
Thank you for
Yeah, you're
joining us.
welcome, brother.
Thank you for joining us despite the difficult circumstance, brother.
No problem, my lord.
Yeah, I'm pledging that I'm gonna send 100 after this call by Sendwave. We'll chat. I think I have $102. I don't know if that's enough to send, but I got it. So
Thank
that's what we're doing. This call is basically to confirm things. Who's going to be working with the USA team? We have a new USA team. They communicate a lot, even on Facebook Messenger. They're always sending messages. So they're consistent. So I think we have a consistent USA team. So it'll be like multiple cities that you guys will all be over in Africa,
you.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a very good development, my lord. It's a
yeah.
very good development.
The Sahel Alliance has inspired people. Yeah, we started with the security in Nigeria, but then everybody started doing security. So everybody's moving. But we covered how Chad is 20 million people and it's mostly desert. But we should look at Nigeria, Chad, and Sudan as one country, one area. So and they call it the Sahel Arabs and the Arabization. They're trying to turn. Not people said the term Fulanization, but it's really in Africa it's Arabization, where they've been fighting to take over North Africa. Now it's northern Mali, now coming into Niger and northern Nigeria, and they're coming down from Arabia down into Africa, how we said for years, but now they got the Sahel Alliance to stop it. But I think I think in Nigeria we call them the Shua Arabs or the Bagara Arabs, but I guess in some other countries they're doing crimes. It's bad. I could send the article, but really we're dealing with Arabization. I know Namdi Kanu said Janjaweed, which is from Sudan, but that was one thing we covered earlier. Sudan, Nigeria are basically one country. Mali, Sudan, Mali, of course, Burkina Faso. We're all connected, so it's one region. So we're trying to raise the cause when we talk to people. Well, even the USA military, a lot of political elites know it's one area that we should be working together if we're serious about crushing terrorism. Even Sudan is right next door to Ethiopia and the African Union. So from Nigeria and Chad, you could get to Sudan and Ethiopia and the African Union very easily if we want. And we have the biggest militaries. If people were serious about it, they call it what it is, and go into Sudan and stop the base. But you know, the United Arab Emirates are being sued for committing genocide. I think 2,000 people were killed in one city in Sudan. So that's what they're planning for Nigeria. If they are in other countries, that they can kill 2,000 people and get away with it and make TikTok videos and laugh about it. So that's what we're seeing in 2025. But I know one of the groups was spotted in Benin border near Parakou. They killed one person, but you could see clearly that they're not from one of the blacker tribes in our kingdoms. You can see there's a difference in the racial phenotype, and this is a JNIM. I think they're active in Mali, northern Mali. But yeah, that was just the topics we're covering. How Nigeria, Sudan are basically one territory, one area, Sahel, and that we're going to be working with USA people next. Now, we have the chief Marlon in Curacao, Prince Yakubu. I know we were talking about the stock market, but I think if things go right and things maybe we start getting sponsorship, the discussion should be about traveling and taking programs to different countries. Like if you could go to Curacao, or there could be a team of Borgu Kingdom traveling to different countries, the secure and things like that, or different. We said that at least we're going to do the basketball and the Ghani Festival 1 year from now. So I have a year to save up 500 if nobody else can do it. We're going to do that. We're doing that. We're saying that we're going to do it 1 year ahead of time. So there's no excuses. So that's my pledge. But if Curacao could participate in the thing like the stock market, that would help. Because even myself, I don't have a passport, so I have a lot of stuff to do to even participate in overseas. But that is a short call. That was just what we're discussing. That we're moving forward with the USA and discussing about the geography in Africa. So that's it. I don't have anything else to say.
Hello. Good afternoon, my brothers. The things of Curacao, what the people think about Nigeria. People from Nigeria and Africa general got a bad image here in Curacao because of a lot of fake people came to Curacao, do business, took the money away from a lot of people. The people in Curacao don't when they heard about the Nigeria, they're gonna be scared. they they don't
Oh,
gonna trust nothing.
they
And
stole the
that
money.
image, I don't know how to take the image away for those people. We must do a lot of things to make a better image for the people. When the Nigerian people start to talk about money, let's put money together, and
Hmm.
they can they are very sweet talkers because a lot of business people in Curacao, they fall in the trap. They give money and then they don't see nothing. Some of
Hmm.
them see money in the beginning, and after that they lost more money. And the news that are coming from Nigeria, the Pan African people in Curacao, and 19 this month, 19, 20, 21, 22, we're gonna have a conference here in Curacao with the people from United States. Um, that they went here, the UNIA. They was here. The director is gonna come this time again
Hmm.
to see how they can bring training and stuff like that those people can work together. I hope we are doing our best to bring people together.
Hmm.
Maybe they're gonna trust them, and so that we can start with maybe a small group to know what we can do together to bring. But like Nigeria, they let now uh, the United States Army in Nigeria. We
Hmm.
are talking about we can do the things by ourselves. everybody, I give a presentation about Burkina Faso and things like that, and the people are very enthusiastic about that. But
Hmm.
then they're gonna ask me, yeah, but Nigeria is gives sustain to United States to kill uh, the people in Burkina Faso. So I
Yeah.
don't can tell them explain nothing. But now every time when you start doing one thing good for Africa, they're gonna give you a lot of information, send my telephone full with message and news from Africa, how we can accept that some country are fighting for being
Hmm.
independent, free from Europe, free from United States, and keep our raw material, make material equipment by ourselves. What they are doing now in the Sahel countries, but then you see that Ghana work together with Europe. Nigeria is working with the United States to invade the Sahel states. You know, that is the big problem that we have is we are against ourselves, and
Hmm.
we must take that out before we're gonna start do anything. We must give the people, let them see things. Give an example how we can do it by ourselves and start with some good examples.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, so our well, I don't know what others have to say. I can let others speak, but I know the
Yes, yes.
mhm.
I want to say something, sir. My lord. Thank you very much. I want to respond more to what Chief Malon said. You know, there's no country that does not have bad image. The only thing that most of them cover their news, bad news, with their numerous media sagacity. So Nigeria is not an exception. Nigeria is a country with over 300 and something million people. Let me know is the rate. So there's no way you can say that there will be nothing like bad news that will be coming out from that kind of country that has that kind of population. So, and in Nigeria, our government is very bad. So a lot of people are trying to survive. That is why you see some people will be indulged in that kind of fraudulent activities. There's no country that does not have evil people that perpetrate evil, that are destroying their image, or the ability of their government to at least use media to counter the narrative is what Nigeria don't have. So saying that Nigeria, and though I accept that we have a lot of people that are doing some certain things, but that does not mean that all the Nigerians are evil, or all Nigerians are into bad things. Like me now, I'm just saying to this PM Mazop organization. So I belong to a reputable organization that has name, that has them to protect. You get me? A organization that want a new state out of Nigeria. I want to break out Biafra from Nigeria. So we have a name to protect. And our brother, confidence, understand this thing very, very well, that these people that he's working with are people of integrity. I know Yakubu. Yakubu is a man that I know very well. He's a man of integrity. So some of us who are in this group, we are people of integrity. And people that we are going to be talking to are people of integrity too. People that, yes, they are like-minded people. So in every country, we have good and bad people in every country. If you come to Nigeria, you know that Nigerians are very good people. Very, very good people. Only few individuals that are spoiling our name outside the country, but that is not who we are. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you very much.
My lord, please permit me to contribute my own kind of quota to this very important discussions. You see, I want to concur with what my brother just said. You see, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria uh, to me, and to a very large extent, it is politically motivated. You see, just of recent, what happened by the statement of the president of the United States, that is Donald Trump. They wanted to use religion to divide us, but they fail to realize that Nigeria is beyond that. We have been living peacefully with each other, irrespective of our religion. In fact, irrespective of our political differences, we've been living with each other. We have been managing each other till this moment. We have been doing that. You see, like you said, there is no country that don't have these bad eggs. There is none. But the ability to control is the biggest nightmare that we are facing here in Nigeria. That is the biggest problem. You see, let me give you an instance. When I was young, there was this pastor. I am a Muslim. There was this pastor. We, we are neighbors with his church. The church is called Equa Church. So, like the pastor is like a family friend to us. On Sundays, when I was young, then I was in primary school then. On Sundays, if he's going to the church, you will stay my family house, take me to the church, do the service, fine. After the service, you come back and drop me at home. My family, my none of my family has ever complained of that. And I am a Muslim. Everybody in my family is a Muslim. But because of that peaceful coexistence, we have been living peacefully with each other. If not now that everything has been politicized, we are living fine. We are living very fine. Now, if you come to the north now, in the northern part of Nigeria, you see there are many Christians, there are many Muslims out there in the southeast, in the south of the country. There are many Muslims living there peacefully, but there are some group of people that want to make a living with that, so they have taken that upon themselves, and that to a very large extent is a kind of painting the country black in the eyes of the world. So that is what we are facing now in the north. Now in the north, we are faced with banditry, with bandits everywhere, and these people, they are not even Nigerians. They speak the language that you don't even understand. But at the long run, they will say they are all Nigerians, that they are killing Christians.
Wow.
You see, that is the main issue. That is what is going out. You see, in now here in Nigeria now, there are some other countries that are trying to control their social media space, but in Nigeria there is no that law. Everybody is on his own. Everybody can just wake up one day, record whatever he or she wants, and post it online, not minding the consequences, not minding what will happen. So that is the kind of country we are living in. But to a very large extent, I know very very well that we are a peace loving people in Nigeria. We have peace loving people in Nigeria. There's no, in fact, I used to say it everywhere I go, that there is no any country in the world that our citizens are that are patient like Nigerians. We are patient. See, we have been having bad leaders for decades, and we are surviving. We are living with them. Everybody will come and do his or her own tenor and leave. We have been living with each other peacefully. We are faced with poverty. We are faced with insecurity. But in spite of all that, we are still living. That is Nigerian for you. But sometimes you see on the social media space, you see different kind of things, and although most of those things are motivated, if beyond politics, they are motivated within ourselves, the poor people, the masses. Some of them, you see, there are many content creators in Nigeria now. Everybody want to make money through social media, so they just wake up, post everything. Yes, that is
Yeah.
that is what's happening a lot. They
To,
just wake up, post everything, expecting
uh,
Facebook, expecting TikTok to pay them at the end of
to
month. So
feed
they
us.
go to a larger extent, say everything they want to say, security
Yeah.
wise. So,
So,
that is our main problem here in Nigeria. That is our main problem. No. I mean, I used to say nobody, not even now. We use religion to divide us in Nigeria. We are far beyond that. We are far beyond that. There's
Prince
no how
Yakubu,
you use religion and divide Nigerians.
Prince
There's
Yakubu,
no how.
what
So
year
that
did
is it.
we
Thank you, my
what year did we start Prince Yakubu? Was it 2019 or 2020? Or which year did we start?
lord. That is 2019. 2019, I
Wow.
recall.
Wow. 6 years now. See,
Yeah.
2019. And
Yes.
remember why we chose Borgu as the headquarters?
Yeah.
What can you tell them why we chose Borgu as the headquarters? Or do you remember?
Yes. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Borgu, with as the name implies, has different relative in different countries. Take for instance, there are Bisans. I speak Bisan. I am a Bisan by tribe here in Nigeria in Borgu. I am a Bisan. We have Bisan in Ghana. We have people in Burkina Faso. We have people in different part of Africa. So Busa or Borgu is like a hub because we have a history. So that is a little I can remember for now, my
Mm.
lord.
But yeah, Borgu is a central kingdom in the Sahel.
Yes,
We
yes,
were calling it
yes,
Kush after Sudan.
yes,
We were calling it Kush, but
yes,
then people started
yes,
saying we started having this Yoruba security. Then there was the Igbo security. Then there was a Mali
yes,
coup, and there was a Mali Empire security
yes,
coup.
yes, my lord. Let's I
Yeah.
forgot. If you come to Borgu, I think all the languages, all the tribes we
Mhm.
have in the country, you find out that they have one or two, or even more than that in Borgu. Because now there is Borgu in Niger State, there is Borgu in Kwara State, there is Borgu in Kebbi State, there is Borgu in Benin Republic. There's
Mhm.
another country on its own,
Mhm.
and we are all living in one place.
Mhm.
So there are different tribes, different cultures in Borgu.
Mhm.
So that's why we are a special. And remember, we have the largest dam in Africa. We have the largest dam. We call it Kanji Dam.
Anjida. Well, and
Yeah.
also the current president, he's a chief.
The current president is the Jagaban of Borgu.
Yeah, the
The Yorubas call him Asiwaju.
Jagaban.
So
So
he
he's
got
a
the
he's a
title.
chief.
He got the title from here, from Borgu.
Yeah. So even the
Yeah.
Sahel Alliance is complaining about Benin having French
Yeah.
troops, but Borgu has a
Yeah.
state. Borgu has a state in Benin, and there's also a state in Burkina Faso, which we started in
You know, from from
2019.
from from here, from here to Benin, from Borgu to Benin, I think it's not more than 6 hours drive. From here to Benin Republic, from
Wow.
Borgu to Benin Republic, it's not more than 6 hours drive.
And,
Sometimes those days we used to travel to Benin with bikes because we have relatives there. We feel because of the nature of the bad road. We feel using bikes will be
wow.
more faster. So we use bikes.
Wow.
We don't even need passport. We don't even need passport. If not, when I was schooling in Benin, that I just have to get the passport for some clearance and for my NYC. I don't go to Benin with passport.
Wow.
In fact, even when I started my university in Benin Republic, not until I graduated before I even applied for my passport. You can see how close we are. The security is there. The checkpoint. When I get to the checkpoint, they ask me where I'm coming from. I'll say from Borgu. They don't ask me further. I'll just go.
Because there's a whole
Yes.
state. They have a Borgu, a
Yeah,
Paraku,
they know. Yeah,
and
yeah.
a
They know I
Borgu
am going
department.
home. Yes, they
Yeah.
know I am coming home, so they don't ask me further.
So
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 that's
if
how we are.
if we were to come and have a celebration or meet with the leadership in Benin, we could influence the politics and like
Yes,
the security, the issue of the French troops and Niger versus France, and Benin is helping France because we have the
yeah,
family in Benin. We could influence that if if people start coming
yes,
home, and it has to be a large number of people, I think, but they have to talk to the government and say we can do the security, and we have our own African ideology. So Benin is there,
yeah,
Ghana is there, Burkina Faso, and Nigeria. So
yeah,
that's why we say it's one country, it's one territory, the Sahel.
yeah, yeah,
Sahel, Bilad al Sudan, Push, different names. But that's why
yeah.
Borgu was
Yeah,
chosen.
my lord. I once told you that I have an in-law in Ghana. I have an in-law in Ghana. He got married to my elder sister.
Hmm.
So you can see. So
It stays in Ghana. See? Well, it's like so. Even there's a state. There's a they call it a Borgu with an L province
yeah,
in
yeah,
Burkina Faso, and there's they call it Borgu department in Benin. So we're talking about the United States of Africa. That's what the UNIA represented is. So Borgu, we look
yeah,
the Borgu. We have the Igbo states, and that they have 50 million. So then there's Borno State, which we know crosses into
yeah,
Chad and Sudan. And I've read that the Hausa are anywhere from 6% to 28% of Sudan.
yeah,
Um, so from Hajj, the descendants stayed in Sudan. So they're maybe 3 million, so or 14 million. So 3, 10, or 14 million. If it's 14 million, that's almost 30%. Almost that's 1 out of 4 people in the Sudan might be Hausa from Niger and
yeah.
Nigeria. So it's one country. So our
In
politicians
one
know
country,
that we should all be working, having our own army and dealing with this. But the politicians know all this and they don't care. So,
they don't care.
so it's crazy. Even the media. I don't know how you can have 3 million Hausa and you never hear about what's going on in Sudan in the Hausa channel or anything. So it's politics, it's media, it's international. Now you have somebody
Yeah,
coming from USA saying they're going to handle the security with a Sahel alliance. It's crazy. It's crazy.
it's crazy, my lord. Yeah,
So yeah, so the next calls are just going to be the USA. I don't know. We could keep brother Chief Marlon, but even myself, I can't lead by example as far as travel. But I don't know if you guys have ideas. He's in the Caribbean of activities we can do. I know the stock market is what we've been saying, and now it looks like we're in position to
yeah,
do it to raise our own
yeah,
funds.
yeah,
But Chief
yeah.
Marlin, we've been talking about going into the U.S. stock market to raise our own funds, investing. This time we're pretty sure we know how to do it. They're going to be giving us signals and showing us how to make the
Signals,
money.
yeah,
So it's not
yeah,
it's like personal investing that we're going to be doing.
yeah,
That's one thing we're going
I'm
to do.
gonna I'm gonna talk with the guy from UNIA who coming to us over the conference.
Hmm.
Like all the people with Pan Africans gonna come the conference, so I can explain them about that chance that they got to invest. We got people from Nigeria and Curacao. They are doing good business, but they work alone. They work all the day. They don't have time to promote Africa. They don't do nothing. Some
Hmm.
of them live already 30 years here. They speak about our language, not a language very good.
Hmm.
They are well positioned people because they got business. They make good money. We got a woman. She got a son with a Igbo man, but She don't want to listen nothing more about us, but she is
Uh-huh.
my friend
Yeah.
because she got a bad experience with the evil man. But he got a son, and the son wanna be a Igbo. When the guy saw me in a party with the Igbo dress, he asked me, "You are Igbo? Give me a dress like that." I told him, "Your mother import dress from everywhere in Africa. Why you ask me?" Said, "Don't tell my mother about that." But
Oh my
he
god.
is a good, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Oh.
He is doing a good business too. But the mother import, they got a big, she got a big store, imported everything from Africa, yeah, clothes, instrument to play music, things like that. But her name is Asha. I said, Asha, when we gonna put the party? When we gonna promote Africa? Things like that. One time she did something, and she make some drinks that she make it with something from Jamaica, the flower of Jamaica, something like that, a red drink. They call it the other thing in Nigeria. But she was very glad about the party, but then she don't have time. She's too busy with the business, and other people too. They like they don't worry about Africa. They make money and the
Mhm.
life good. So, and I am promoting Africa, but little by little, we're gonna get
Mhm.
more people to interesting. But they make money with that because I promote Africa, and those people gonna buy clothes with from her. They're
Mhm.
gonna buy material, everything for her from her business. She gonna grow, but she by herself every time she say, "No, we're gonna put something big." But everything is just idea,
Mhm.
and it's very strange. But the Curacao people, last I think 2 months ago, was a group of 50 people in Nigeria. They went to the kingdoms, and then they share them in 4 or 5 kingdoms. But then the people come like now they have the certificate that they are member of a kingdom, but they don't know nothing about the kingdom. They don't tell them what's gonna be what is to be a member. Then
Mhm.
the king complained that when you go visit the king, you must bring presents
Oh
for the
man,
king, and
that's not
and the
good.
woman tell me, I save all my money what I can get. She's a lady from 70 years old. I saved all my money. And when they was telling that we're gonna visit the king, she tell, I wanna just know my people. I wanna go in Nigeria to travel. Maybe I reach my people. No, but they tell them it's a festival. Let's go over there. And then she was there. And when the king tell them, when you visit a king, you must bring presents. These people are very disappointed about that because
Mhm.
they, you can imagine the sacrifice that we did to come to visit you and a place that you gonna receive us
Mhm.
to,
What?
and the gift was a party. You're gonna tell them I must bring present for you.
Yeah. What? That. See, that's the thing. This is the UNI, like we call it the Uganda Nigeria Imperial Administration. It's a UNIA based in Africa, but we try to we haven't had anybody visit yet, but we try not to exploit people. You know, we're trying to make money for our members right now. Before asking, that is tradition to bring something to King, but we're trying to make money for ourselves and for our members before and tell them about the culture and things like that. We're setting things up. We're just setting things up, but I don't know. Curacao is a beautiful place, so I think as we grow, people can visit Curacao and have business meetings and development meetings. It's just good to stick together. We're just getting started. Well, we've been around for maybe 8 years, but we're going to start the USA calls again. We see what's going on in the
Yeah.
Caribbean and Nigeria, and it just shows you we're getting closer. So
I'm for sure that I'm very positive about that because I'm 2 years busy with building the bridge. Now I saw something about Peace Air. They are coming again to the Caribbean. They go three
air
other
peace.
countries.
Mm.
Air Peace, yes, yes, Air Peace, and they start to move. That's not only what we do. It is only as everything is what we uh, the bigger it is a bigger plan. God got a bigger plan, and we are just a little small part of that big plan. So trust that things gonna happen. We don't see maybe now big things happen, but I'm sure I got a faith that big things
Mhm.
gonna happen, and we must be a part of that big vision, the big things that are gonna change the world. And we must. I prepare people say, listen, we are small, but we gonna be part of that big thing because God gonna choose His people to work, and don't think that you're gonna do it by yourself, but God thinks that everything's gonna be good. And I think
Mhm.
it's not gonna take so much time because who can believe 3, 5 years ago that about the Sahel states. Everybody thought that the United States is the biggest, strongest country in the world, but now everybody can see that's changed in 2 years. That everybody say, "No, man, you are not so big anymore."
Yeah.
They are in front of Venezuela. They can't get in.
So
They
yes.
came with all the stuff. They can't get in. I told the people, so don't worry with those people because what they are doing is a bluffing. They think that they're gonna do thing, but then you have the Chinese, the Russian, the people from Iran, people. You can't get in, and we
Venezuela.
are, yeah. Things are changing in the world, and that is our chance to get up, and we must have faith that we're gonna be part of the big thing that's gonna happen.
Yes, I was. That's another thing. We can write to the Sahel Alliance. I could forward documents with the contacts. It's just that the contact is speaking in French. So we have contacts. They're not hard to contact. They want to be contacted. They put their numbers out there. So it's not hard to contact the Sahel Alliance. Now, if you have government contacts that want to partner with them directly, they can talk to you privately, or we could write something as a group to say we're one association, one network, and you're part of it, and just include the government official in our reports. Write it down, or communicate to them. We can do that. Um, I think we have the Sahel Commissioner, like he
We
been,
send the
yeah.
we send the videos. I remember we send in Curacao. We make a specially video to support Ibrahim Traoré. We stand
Mhm.
on the place a group of people, Pan African people, Curacao, and saying we let's see the view of Curacao, and a lot of people say we support Ibrahim Traoré. Curacao supporting Ibrahim Traoré. And I asked them, send just a voice from over Burkina Faso, no matter who. One say, hey, we received the video, very good for you guys, things like that. They must. I know we are not so much people, but little things gonna support
No, yes, just
motivation. Little small groups and a lot
well,
of small groups.
it's not a small group because it's not a small group. 300,000, the ABC Islands. But I wanted to ask, do you have contacts in the Eastern Caribbean states? Uh,
What is
Reliable contact,
Eastern?
like Grenada, Dominica, Saint Lucia.
No, we don't. They because we don't have direct flight to those islands. We got a lot of people
Hmm.
living here from there, but because the refinery, the Shell was here, and they got people from everywhere around the world to come work in Curacao, but those people don't have contact so much with his own family over to the other islands, because it's more than a 3, 4 generation for now.
Oh,
So
wow.
they don't have so much contact
Wow.
with those islands because we fly easier to Netherlands than we can fly to one other island in the Caribbean.
Wow.
If we want to go to Barbados, we must take some time to wait 2 planes.
Wow.
Imagine you so close, but we go to Dominican Republic, we can go to Venezuela, Panama, places like that, Colombia, Venezuela. But if you want to go one of the Caribbean islands, like Cuba, you must take 2 planes to go to Cuba. We got very good relations in Cuba, Venezuela, But the small islands, more the British islands, we don't have contact with them.
What about Haiti? Because I know they speak Spanish as well. A lot of them speak Spanish, like
Haiti,
Dominican Republic.
yeah, we have good relation with the Dominican Republic. We
Mhm.
got a lot of contact over there.
Okay.
But they think they are more Europe than they are from Africa. That is a
Yeah.
because they get bad experience with Haiti,
Yeah.
to the border.
Yeah. I know the
Then
history.
they
I
say
know some of the
everything,
history.
everyday black thing is bad. But they come to Curacao, marry with black men, and they like.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
brothers, very good to talk with you guys. But I must keep moving. I'm
Okay.
going to the next meeting. I must prepare myself because 5 o'clock I got a meeting
Okay.
and about the rescue and things like that.
Okay. All right.
the first aid.
All right. I think.
Okay, guys, thank
All right.
you for the meeting. I hope to hear more about you guys. Okay, all right.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Chief.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Chief.
you. Nice meeting you,
Yeah,
sir.
peace.
Thank you, meeting you.
Peace. Yeah.
All right. All right, brother. I think we could close out. I'm pledging $100 to Prince Yakubu.
Thank you, my lord.
For this, and then we're going to follow up with the stock market. But we're going to follow up with the USA call and see if we can get things rolling as a group first. So I think we can conclude. Yeah.
Yeah, my lord.